remember. She claimed to be one of Natalie's friends. The problem is, there was a lot of people like this, and would pretend like they were friends with people I knew. A lot of them, it turned out that they were not. Some of them, it turned out that they were. Now, this lady is angry with me. She actually unblocked me so that she could tell me I was a horrible person and then block me again. So, is everything that she said complete bullshit? Probably. We'll find out. Maybe. But I'm not a pretty white girl, so I don't matter as much. Or at all. I understand. I get it. Rae Russell lives in Colorado. She claimed to be one of Natalie's friends. She claimed she was gonna call me. Oh, she did. The things that she said she should have come forward with in court, she should have made that effort. So is she actually interested in helping, in justice, and doing the right thing? Or was she just gaslighting? Or poking around for special interest? I told these people to leave. I told them if you're going to get involved, you're already involved. Once you start poking your nose in it, wanting to ask questions, I'm only telling you answers for one reason and one reason only. I need help turning it in. So she unblocked me. Then she sent me that message there, telling me I'm a bad person. I'm not a bad person. I told the truth. That doesn't make me a bad person. See, that's the thing, you guys. Holy shit, his penis must be smaller than mine. Just kidding. That's not possible. Bad joke. Bad joke, huh? Isn't that what you say when it's someone with a big truck? Somebody with a fast car. Somebody with a crotch rocket. One thing you might notice, people don't take it seriously unless I scream at them and yell at them and put them out on Front Street. Say what you mean what you say. Make your appointments and make them sober. Be true to your word to the best of your ability. There's a lot of people that wanted to judge me based on assumptions they made. Things that were untrue, but they just wanted to assume that they were. Going all the way back to the very beginning, there should have been somebody there actually for me to pay attention to what the fuck was going on instead of, well, making me run around like a chicken with my head cut off for empty promises. Rae Russell didn't care about me or my friends and family. She made that abundantly clear. On the bright side, I was able to download a bunch of videos and screenshots that were on my phone down to some Google something or other thing. I don't know how any of that works. I have to have people help me with it. But I don't have anyone to help me with it. There's a lot of people who claim they could, but how am I supposed to pay them with nothing? With everything being ripped out of me This sucks. Anyway, I hope Rae Russell has a good life. It'd be nice if she was, well, not one of those people who bullshit me from the start. There were a lot of those, though. There's a lot of people who wanted to make empty promises. But those empty promises do me absolutely no good. Just like people showing up late to an appointment and being completely fucking drunk for it. That's definitely not taking the situation seriously. What do people do when they've been drinking? They want to give you advice, and they want to give it to you slow, and they want to try to use really big words that don't fit, and it's like, fuck. You know, I knew you as a professional, and here you are. This is about the most unprofessional I've ever heard you been. In many cases, in many situations, with many people. Don't get me wrong, there's people like Veronica Bruce. Well, Veronica Seward of Region 2, Nebraska. I went to her about the situation before Natalie was killed. How much help was she? I knew her as a friend, so I knew her back when she was, being a psycho, pissing on people's vehicles because she didn't get what she wanted right when she wanted it. Jumping up and down on top of it, bragging about it. God, she was so proud of herself. Then what happened? Then she started working for Region 2, which would have been nice if she'd have been helpful. But no, when I got a hold of her, she was drunk and she was on personal time. Of course she would be. I called her on personal time. She was a personal friend. Anyway, it's all that got to do with this Rae Russell lady. Well, like many people, she wanted to get a hold of me and pretend like she cared. Pretend like she was going to help. Pretend like she was going to do something. But how many years has she been sitting on my Facebook pretending? Since January 5th of 2018. Lots of people did that. Why did I let those people onto my friends list? Because I had to hope that they would do something that my quote-unquote real friends wouldn't do. Listen to me. Today's another example of how difficult that is when people don't take it seriously. But I'm not dead yet. I bet you Rae Russell is wishing I was. Rae Russell can be as unhappy as she wants. How many people on here are unhappy? How many people are unhappy with the fact that I put the truth up there for the whole world to see? A lot. Well, shame on them. And good for me. Oh, it's a good day though. I went to storage and I got my rainbow hat. What do you think? Oh, and this ain't all. I mean, it's nice and everything. Let me show you the next one. It's dirty, but it's purple and it got wings. Alright, but that's not all. Now that I got this crap all over my vehicle, we'll move some of it. Anyway, we'll get back to Rae Russell. This lady, she's got kids. And the thing about her kids is that some of them are special needs. That ain't easy to deal with. Now, I went and checked out her profile. She decided to send me a friend's request. Decided to tell me that she knew some stuff about Ted and things of that nature. So, yeah, I listened. After what he did to his own daughters and what he did to me, what he did to his ex-wives, and what he has continually been allowed to do, someone needs to put a stop to it. There's a legal route to do that by. But who's working on that with me? Who's actually trying that? Who's making an attempt at actually doing things the legal way? All these alcoholics and meth addicts that want to say, yeah, they will, they're just going to make excuses not to in the end. Ugh. Ugh. I was able to go to storage and get some of the stuff out of my vehicle. So there's a little bit more room. I wasn't able to dig out everything I wanted to, though. There's a lot of supplies I needed that are still buried in here somewhere. But a little bit at a time, you know? Inch by inch, it's all a cinch. A lot of the people who were my friends once, when they get a hold of me, they're drunk. Or they're all fucked up on drugs and they want to say, hey man, you know, it'd be nice if you'd come visit me and we could smoke some weed together. Like, no man. You know, that'd be nice and all, but there's more important shit than smoking weed. Besides that, if I smoke weed, people get to pretend like I'm not trying, like I'm some sort of big-time drug dealer or some crazy shit like that. Reality is, I'm just a Sean. Now, there's people that I'm glad they exist. Jared Scudder, I am so glad he exists. He wasn't able to make it today, and I don't hate him, obviously. If I was gonna hate him, I'd have done it already. Angry? Yeah. With him? Yeah, just a little bit, but I also understand that the situation is fucked up, and it's not fucked up because of him. It just got out of hand because of certain situations with, well, not just him and his family, but also me and mine. His family doesn't go out of their way to try to have some sort of issue, you know, like, hey man, I got a great idea. It's fucking Tuesday, let's get sick. Or, hey man, I got a great idea. It's Monday, let's get sick. Let's have the flu. Anyway, this thing's pretty cool. I'll show you how it works. I had to get this because I didn't have my blankets. This one right here is pretty cool. It got other paws. I got this in Nebraska. I'm from Pantry. I got this one over there at Goodwill. Goodwill, Pumpkin Pantry, and Fred Meyer's. Anyway, they all work extremely well. They're extremely warm, and they're super, 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 super cool. They'll make you stick out in a snowstorm for sure. Anyway, let's get back to Rae Russell. A lot of people get pissed off that I make videos about them. About them. See, it's always about them. No, I make videos about the situations and the people that are in them. That's not your personal business. When you got involved in my situation and you stuck your nose in my situation, you became involved. You can pretend all you want that you were not a part of the situation, but once you're a part of it, you're a part of it. It's like Pandora's box. You just can't put it back. Kind of like all this guns stuff. Once you take guns out of the box, can we go back in time and not invent the firearm? Don't get me wrong. Mechanically, I love the way they work. Love the way they work. But in practice, well, I think it's fucking unhealthy. It's sick and disturbing, and it would be nice if we only ever needed guns for hunting. But Ted Bollinger showed that even if you make laws preventing people from having guns, they'll still get them. I also proved that I can make a functional firearm. It's still in Nebraska. I've been trying to turn it in since before I made it. I even ordered the goddamn thing with my Direct Express card. And I let Nicole Knudsen know where the gun's at. I let a lot of people, including Nicole, sorry, not Nicole. I was going to say Nicole Peralta. I let a lot of people know, including Megan Misigatis and God, what's her name? Marcia Estrada. There's more than one person I let know about it and about trying to turn it in. I've even posted up multiple times on the internet about trying to turn that gun in. I ordered it 80% kits on the internet because the stuff that the guy wanted was fucking expensive. And the cheapest way to get it was through the kits. The thing is, I never wanted to make it. And the whole time, I was like, all right, I don't want to make this. I just want to turn this son of a bitch in. I don't like being blackmailed. On the bright side, if Meg Misigatis gets off her ass, we can bust this guy. Nope. She wanted to give me bad advice. As always, she was not useful, and she did not advocate for shit. On the bright side, when it finally came time for her to do something, she wanted to throw a tantrum and finally do it the right way, but day late, dollar short in the wrong direction. Fuck it, so goes life. There's a lot of people that claimed to know Natalie and Alicia Bollinger. People like Sierra Santoya, who probably did, actually. People like Rae Russell and Samantha Daniels, who may or may not have. Now, based on the stories that they said, there's possibility. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to spend the whole day at the library trying to get stuff done. Maybe not. What I do know is that when it comes to stopping abuse against at-risk adults or children, it's important to help them turn it in right away when it makes a difference. The things that Rae Russell said, I don't know if she was one of Natalie's friends or not. What I do know is that she claimed to be. She didn't like the fact that I spoke up about it. I don't care. I don't get embarrassed. I can feel shame, just not embarrassment. I did all the right things. They didn't work, so I tried other things. Ultimately, I had to try what my predators were doing. Sadly, that's what got me heard. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper, and your sister's too, and no victim left behind. Do I consider Rae Russell a victim? That depends on if she's full of shit or not. Hopefully, we'll